Hey there, it's Detroit Allycat. We're going to go to Clarkston Depot Park. I'm sorry, a biker just drove by. And we're going to take my bike to get there. So I'm going to show you how I ride. I haven't been on a main road in a hot minute, so I'm a little nervous. But then I got lots of fun things to tell you about. Alright, let's get spooky. Hopefully I make it there live. Hi. Well, hello there. I am at Depot Park in Clarkston, Michigan. And for those of you who have never been to my channel, I'm Detroit Allycat. I do true crime, everything weird and unusual, paranormal, spooky, all the weird things. And today we are going to do a little bit of Clarkston, Michigan haunted history. So we have this really cool park called Depot Park, and I was like, I really wanted to know a lot about it, and I got a bunch of information. What's crazy about this park is this is actually not where the railroad station was. This is actually a right-of-way. I didn't know what a right-of-way is, but a right-of-way is actually where like the railroad yard was. So we're not actually standing at the train station itself, but there are some fun, cool things here. But before we tell you about the fun, cool things, let me tell you about the Clarkston, Michigan Railroad. Okay, so Clarkston, Michigan is actually one of the oldest little towns in Michigan. It was founded in, I have a paper. It was founded in 1830. It was founded in 1830, and the railroad was put up in 1851. So for American history, that's pretty old. And the first railroad station was built. It was built in 1890. And this is the spooky, interesting part. It burned down. I couldn't find out anything about why it burned down or any reason like as to if somebody got hurt. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you some non-truths. But what I am going to tell you is that they built a second one, and that was built in 1923, and it was called the Witch's Hat, which I think is really neat. We got to walk this way. The reason that it was called the Witch's Hat is because the top of the roof looked like a witch's hat, which is really cool. I'm going to see if I can get you a picture of that. Okay, then the third train station was built in 1959, and that actually survived. It's up today, and in 1976 they turned it into a theater, which is way down the road, and we're not going to that theater because it's way down the road and I'm on my motorcycle and I'm still a little shaky about driving on the Michigan roads. However, now let's talk about the spooky history of Depot Park. All right, the first thing is somewhere in this pretty park, there is a train, and it is built for a little boy, and his name is Evan. Evan died in 1994 of Lay's disease. He loved trains. There are some rumors that people see him out here playing with trains. I don't know if that's true. I think it's cute. I'm going to go look for the train. And there are some other things about this park, but let's go look for the train really quick. Okay, so I don't know. We still haven't found Evan's train, but this is Madison Baldwin's tree. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Oxford school shooting. It's like right down the road from us. It's kind of a horrible little thing, but this tree is her tree, and I didn't even know that it was here. And this is really beautiful. She loved butterflies. It's really sad. The whole situation's really sad. I hate school shootings. Alright, we're just gonna walk around. There's a lot of little weird things in this park. Like, I don't know what this call your mom is about. We found another tree for a little boy. This is kind of a sad little park. It's beautiful, but it's sad. Alright, so this is what it looks like. There are lots of little kids here, and I do not enjoy videotaping little kids. I'm going to try not to. Alright. This is Courtney's giving tree. There has to be. This is Courtney's giving tree. What is Courtney's giving tree? I know you can't hear my husband, but he said that the giving tree refers to the Shel Silverstein book, The Giving Tree, but I bet you that there's more to the story. All right, we're gonna continue on and be respectful of these kids, but I do see a train in the front. So that little kid was killed in a wedding?
Yeah, they were leaving the wedding and
They were leaving the wedding, and what happened? A family member backed over them. That's horrible.
I had no idea this park was even like this.
You didn't know? It's a nice park.
I didn't know it was a big memorial center.
I didn't know it either. Okay, so Clarkston has ghost tours, and this is a huge spot. And there are stories of children playing here and noises being heard. And the train station story is that there is this woman walking around asking for her kid. I hate shooting people's kids, so every time a child is around, I have to veer off. But at night, you can hear a woman walking around going, "Have you seen my son?" And oh, that's it. I found it. And so, yeah, the woman says, "Have you seen my son?" And yeah, that's the ghost of Depot Park. This is Evan's Choo Choo. I thought that was going to be like a train, but it's a train that kids can play on, which I think is really cool. So Evan was 9 years old. He loved trains. He died in 1994, and he died of Lay's disease. I don't know what Lay's disease. I'll have to go look that up. A child is coming. The child has left. We're going to go look at this dog and see what this is. And then we're going to go to Lakeside Cemetery. Lakeside Cemetery is like my favorite place to go to. I do think that Depot Park is really beautiful. But Let's see what this dog is about. They have a lot of memorials here. Okay. Look at this dog. Let's see what this says. Volunteers do not necessarily have time, they just have to hear. Elizabeth Andrew. This statue is dedicated to James and Jeannie Schultz and the many volunteers who give their time and talent and this community a great place to live. And the dog has a collar around it that says Clark. Now, here is something interesting I found out today. Did you know that the founders of Clarkston is Jeremiah and Nelson Clark? So that's pretty witty, right? They got a collar on the dog that says Clark. It's from the Clark family. Okay, we're going to attempt to go to the Lakeside Cemetery and go find Jeremiah and Nelson's graveyard. Wish me luck, because I have to go on a main road again. Look at these ducks. Hey guys. How are you, my cute little dudes? What's going down? You just chilling? Good summer day? Looking good. I love ducks. I love ducks. You know that, guys? You're a good looking group. Yeah. You don't look scared either. You look like you want me to give you some food. I'm not going to do that, because everybody has all these different things they say to feed ducks, and I don't got the proper things. But it looks like you're pretty well fed, and you're very cute. This is where my channel thinks I'm a ridiculous person. Okay, guys, take care. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Alright, let's go to the cemetery. Oh, we probably should. Well, I never turned it off. But isn't that cool? I don't know what it's about. Probably City Hall or something. Some kind of functioning place. Alright, there you go. This is Depot Park. My son tells me this is where the juveniles smoke the marijuanas, but I think it's really pretty. Okay. Okay, here we are. We're at the Lakeside Cemetery looking for Jeremiah and Nelson Clark. We only have a little bit of time because I don't want to drive in the dark. And you can't see, but it is definitely getting dark. I know. You guys are probably like, why can't you drive in the dark? Well, because I can't. Look at how cool these tombstones are. They're supposed to be back here. I feel like they should have a huge tombstone that says Clark, but I see no such thing, considering there are founders. Those are old. I don't know if I can do this, guys. We gotta skedaddle. I don't feel comfortable driving on Michigan main roads on a Saturday night. And my daughter has to go to work. Some of these tombstones are so old that you cannot even read them. We might have to come back here. But just so you know, this cemetery is super haunted. Like, for real. There's so many different things people say about this. We got Proctor, Prima. Where is Clark? It said right behind the flag. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and look what I have on my screenshot, so maybe that'll help me. Okay, it's saying that this is the actual graveyard. I don't think it is. I think that it says behind the second stone. I find it odd that they would not mark the Clarkston founder, but here's the two stones, and then, no, I don't think we're gonna be able to find it today. We gotta head out. Okay, I'll do my little end of video back at my home. But this is pretty cool. These are all Revolutionary War soldiers, which I think is very neat. All right. Back on Scarlet we go. Okay, I'm back. That was crazy. I haven't rode on a main road since I lived in Georgia. And so that in itself was spooky Saturday, guys. I thought the little train depot, the depot park was pretty cool. I could not find the Clark brothers little tombstone, but we'll be back. Lakeside Cemetery is such a cool place, but we just didn't have enough time to look at everything. It's raining right now, and I just don't know if I want to ride in the rain. But I hope you enjoyed my bizarre YouTube today. I haven't done like a mashup blog or whatever you want to call this. Anyway, if you made it this long, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, tell me what you thought. Did you like this? I'll get more creepy next week. I promise I'll do something scary. But I do think we should go ghost hunting. That's like the funnest thing ever. All right. Stay safe, stay spooky, keep watching my channel. All right. Bye.